Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I am Candace Ray, and today we're going to learn a little bit. I've been doing makeup for quite some time now. However, I feel like within the past year or so, I can honestly say like I can do makeup. Like before, I felt like I was just like learning different things and trying to perfect different things and figuring out my look and figure out what my favorites were and what works best for me, and not just what is like viral and what other artists and influencers and stuff like that were doing. And I wanted to like really come to you guys because beginner friendly makeup is like my jam. Like teaching anybody what works for them and making it their own, like that's my thing. Like that's what I like to do. Like I like that. That's one of the reasons that I made arts in class, and it's one of the reasons like I'm always on my channel just like walking you guys through every single thing that I do, not just for like show, but definitely like walking you through it and just kind of showing you step by step what to do, because I know that I know a lot of, more often than I know people that do makeup like me, I know people that don't do it at all. Let's really be honest. There are some people out there that are not very happy with their skin. So they get into makeup because they want to cover all of that. Not all skin is created equal. Not all people are created equal. Like that's the way that God made us. We are made with all different shapes and sizes and skin tones and skin conditions. So sometimes having different things happen to your skin, discoloration and things like that, first of all, it is natural. Like I don't understand why people think that you got a little hyperpigmentation, you're abnormal. You're not. Like it literally just happens. Some of it is hereditary. Some of it is from life circumstances. It all happens. However, if you want to correct it when it is under your makeup, or you also want to make your makeup look flawless in one tone because naturally you don't have one tone, then you're going to want to learn how to color correct. So let's talk about color correcting first, right, before we do it. So with color correcting, there's a few colors that you can use to offset other colors, like green. Green cancels redness. So if you have a pimple that is really, really red and irritated, but you still want to look presentable, you want to put some green over that pimple. Purple cancels yellow. So if your skin is really bright and yellowish, especially after something is healing, it can exude yellow, then you want to put some purple there. A deeper pink cancels out brown. So if you have freckles that you want to cover up, then you might want to get some pink. Orange and peach also cancel out very dark spots and brown as well. So orange is good for people with darker skin, while peach and pink are better for people with lighter skin. And then you have yellow, which also cancels out redness like green. So if you're looking to brighten up certain spots, you're going to want to use your pinks and you're going to want to use your oranges. And you're also going to want to use some purple. So for me, because I am dark skinned, I usually lean toward using orange and also yellow. Because I'm a little darker, green tends to show up on me. Plus, it doesn't really combat the redness like how I would want it. And I also have yellow undertones in my skin. So I use the yellow to brighten and also cancel out my redness. It's really important to know what works for your skin tone in order to know what to use. And the orange I use for my spots of hyperpigmentation, and also if I really want to like brighten up my under eye, I will use it under my highlighter. So I don't really have any redness or anything like that, but I'm still going to try to use this just for demonstration purposes. Yellow is actually from Kiss, and I'm just going to take it a little bit. I have a mirror here, so I'm just going to take it a little bit under the eyes like that, just a little bit, right? And then I'm going to take the orange color corrector, and that is from LA Girl, and I'm going to put it on my dark spots. So I have a dark spot here. This is like an acne scar, and here, those are too. So I have a little bit of darkness over here. I just used too much of that. So normally when I have like hyperpigmentation and stuff like that, like this is what it starts off as. So then I'm just going to take a regular beauty sponge and I am just going to blend this out in the spot that it's in. So I put it under my eyes so that it can brighten, and I put the orange where I have hyperpigmentation in order to cancel that out under my foundation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to underpaint our highlight and contour. I feel like underpainting is a very easy and beginner friendly method to highlight and contour. Highlight and contour can be extremely intimidating when you don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what to highlight, you don't know what to contour, you don't know what shape to put it in, you don't know what angles to put it in, you don't know what to blend it out with. It's very overwhelming. Trust me, I get it. I have been perfecting my highlight and contour for a while now, and while I can really do it like on top of my foundation and I have no problem doing it on top, I like doing it under, because I'm not a person who really like it needs to be seen. Like my highlight and contour needs to be like cut and remove the nose and see no cheekbones and all that kind of stuff. Like mine is not like that. I like for it to look as natural as possible. So underpainting has really become my thing. So in order to isolate and learn, we're going to highlight first. Underpainting is doing everything under your foundation that you would normally do on top. Some people color correct on top of their foundation. Some people highlight on top and also contour on top. Highlighting and contouring on top of foundation is, I would say, the most normal and traditional practice of doing highlight and contour. However, underpainting has really taken over. And for those who really want to get into it, this is exactly what you do. So lately, I've been wanting to give like a natural lift to my eyes. Using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Golden Caramel, I'm going to take this and I'm going to pump it up a little bit. And I'm going to put concealer right here in the corner. So you see that? It's in the corner, like right in the corner of the eye, right? So you see that. I'm going to leave the middle completely open. So here it's open, right? And I'm going to take it from the corner of my eye and I'm just going to swipe up, going toward my brow. So you see, this is where I have the concealer. Now, previously, I was doing the pointed down triangle, which is another method that I actually really do like. I think that if you're going to do like a natural sort of look, that method still completely works. However, what I've noticed about this method compared to the old method is that like it does drag your eyes down just a little bit, but it still works. It still works. So if you are doing that method, it's completely fine. It still works. So this method is in the corner and then up here. Little color here, a little color here, and a circle here. A little something here. Nothing too crazy here because like I like to keep like my eyebrows there, but this adds dimension and color to the face. And so with that, I'm going to take the same beauty sponge that I use for color correcting and I'm going to blend out. I'm going to start with the eye so that you guys see how I blend that out. So you keep the corner here, right? Blend it in, blend it a little bit to the middle, just so that middle has some color correcting, right? But then you just go all the way up. Lift it here. Blend right on the outside. And you want to blend it up to your, like, I think your temples are here. So you want to blend it past your temples, like where the arch of your eyebrow is supposed to be. You want to blend it like up that way to lift and pull your eye up. Now, because I color corrected, all of that looks light. But if I was to just use concealer, you would see that it's just right here. But when I put foundation on, you should see that my eyes are like, you know, it's pulled open a little bit more. The ones that are at the corners of my nose, I literally just take it and just keep it around the nose. I don't put it anywhere else. I don't take it all the way up. I literally just keep it to the corner and around whatever nostril it's at. What that does for me is it adds that dimension to my face and also adds a natural contour without contouring the crap out of my nose. And then with this at the chin, I just blend it out along the chin. Last but not least, we have the forehead. So with the forehead, I keep it here, but I bring it across in like a T. but like very subtle and very small. So I go from the top of the brows up and then bring it across just a little bit. So it should be extremely distinct. We have highlighted here, here, around here, and we have color corrected all along here and under the eyes as well. Although the color corrector is also blending in with the concealer, the color corrector is a lot lighter than the concealer is. It's not as heavy as concealer, so once you put something on top of that, it does its job and disappears really, really fast. Whereas the concealer, you really should be able to see what spots the concealer is in. And now we're going to get into some contour. We're going to take the Rich Ebony e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and we are going to put it in the spots that we are going to conceal. For concealer, I take this, and I don't take a lot. I take a little bit at a time because I don't want to do too much and then have to really blend it out or wipe it off or anything like that. I do what I'm comfortable with. Going a little bit at a time, even when you're seasoned like me and have done this a few times, even when you've done it, it's a lot easier to start off small and then add in rather than to start off with too much and then like it's terrible. So you see that we have our highlight right here like a half moon. We're going to take our contour and go around that highlight. So I start here, here, and then here. Okay, so we see that we are shaping the forehead like that, and it's still not too much. Then we're gonna go to the nose. So here I put the concealer and I made this natural sort of contour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the contour and go here with it and point my nose down, and then a little here with it, because I want to add a little bit more shape to the nose. So here, this is going to allow me to have a slimmer part of the nose, but not too much because I put the concealer on the outside of here. So it's going to bring the nose up, but still have the attention here where it's not too big, but it looks shapely. And then we are going to, on the side of our face, where the ear is, we are going to go here. Right there. So you see how that's along the lines of the ear? Right there. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. With the forehead, you want to go around the highlight and you want to buff it out where it is, but also push it back toward your hairline because you don't want it super obvious that you contoured your forehead. Now, with the contour on the nose, as you can see, I'm going to take a smaller brush. Now, this is an e.l.f. brush and it is a blending eye brush. However, I'm going to use it because it is small enough and it's also flexible enough to go around my nose. So I'm just going to take it and point it down right on the side of my nostril here. As you can see, I'm blending it on the nostril, and then I'm going to take it up and I'm going to blend it toward the crease of the eye. I'm only going to keep it there. Like, that's the only place that I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to take it over here. I'm not going to take it over here. I'm really just going to blend it in the nostril and then all the way up to the crease of the eye. This is a way for everything to come together as one face. As you can see, whenever I have contoured or highlighted, I have blended it into other parts of the face. That way, when the foundation is on top, everything is seamless. Everything is completely blended. So we did our color correcting, we did our highlight, and we did our contour. So now the only thing that we have to do is go on top of everything with some foundation. If you do underpainting, one of the things that you will find about this is that you do not have to use as much product. And the point is so that you don't use as much product. Like sometimes with foundation and stuff like on top, you don't know how good or how bad it's going to be. So underpainting, I know for sure, like, okay, I got everything in the spots, and I can add in more if I don't like it or something like that, or I can add a little bit on top. And if I do add on top, I don't have to add too much. So we're going to take this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the color Mocha, and I'm just going to take 2 pumps, just 2 pumps. And I'm going to take this brush that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to put a little bit on there. And I'm going to use my own hand as like a canvas. You know, like I'm only going to take a little bit at a time, and I'm literally just going to buff it out on my entire face. So everything is done. I added a little mascara and blush because I didn't want to come on here looking like a naked mole rat. So I added a little bit of something on the face to waken it up a little bit. However, if you look on the side and pull, you can see that this is contoured right here. If you look here, it is brightened and it is highlighted. And also a little bit here, you can see that it is contoured. It is not too in your face. It's really natural. It's very subtle. So that's a good way, if you don't know how to highlight and contour, to do it under your foundation. That way you control your highlighting and contouring. So I hope this was informational for you guys, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed part 1 with the eyebrow tutorial, and then part 2 with the highlighting, the foundation, and the contouring and color correcting. These are things I really wanted to do and bring to you guys because I know how this cannot be that easy. It can be like a weird journey trying to figure out like what works best for you when it comes to your makeup. But that is why I'm here, girl. We in this together, sis. Follow me for more tips and tricks and glam on my Instagram at CandiceRayCan. And then meet me here on Mondays for Monday Makeup and Motivation, which is a reiteration of my Slay It Sunday, so that you guys don't miss not one look. Thank you again so much for watching. See you later.